I love it when you sing. I love it when you're moving with me.
Welcome back to Cocktail Creations. This is Blair, and this week we are going to make the whiskey cocktail that made me fall in love with whiskey cocktails, the Whiskey Smash. Now, first of all, this is a cocktail to make if you have some feelings that you want to put into your cocktails. Get ready. Also, if you have a friend who may not be too sure about whiskey, first of all, not sure why you're friends, that's a whole other discussion, but this is a cocktail that you guys can share together at the pool. It's light, it's fun, it's refreshing. I also chose this cocktail because it is a bourbon cocktail and we are using Mild & Green's triple cask bourbon. For me, on my palate, it has a graham cracker honey taste to it, which pairs so well with the citrus and fresh mint that we're gonna add to it. But you can learn more about your palate with Heather Green in her Whiskey School videos, which are right here on this channel. So if you haven't seen any of those, go ahead and take a pause. I'll be here. You'll learn all about your palate and we will get started with this cocktail. Now, Whiskey Smash does need a smooth bourbon, but it also needs lemon, mint, simple syrup. You will need at least 1 pint glass full of ice, a serving glass, and you're gonna want something to shake with. Now, if you decide to stir this cocktail, we'll talk about that later, but a cocktail shaker, we're on our third cocktail together. Go ahead and invest in a fancy shaker. And if you get a shaker, go ahead and pick up a strainer as well. Oh, and how could I forget? You're gonna need something to smash with. This is a muddler, but a heavy spoon, anything that you can use to press hard with into a glass, go for it. Step 1, mint. So you're gonna take a couple of your sprigs of mint, however they want to come to you. And you're going to do something that's called expressing them. This is hitting them against your palm. You're just trying to get the oils. Wow, you can smell the mint while you're doing this. This is waking up the oils in the mint and getting it ready for the cocktail. So give it a good slap. Then in your empty pint glass, you'll go ahead and put that mint in there. I personally like to take it off the stems. If it's from my personal garden, you can buy mint, that's just the leaves. Then you are going to add your lemon. You're only going to need 2 wedges of lemon. So take half of that lemon, cut it in half. However, I do have 2 lemons here. So the second one can actually be used for your garnish that you're gonna use later. So you're gonna make a lemon wheel by just cutting the edge of your lemon, make a nice pretty circle. You'll use this later. Take your 2 wedges of lemon, drop them on top of your mint, and now you're gonna add your simple syrup. Step 3, measuring is important, and you are about to use a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. Now, if you don't know how to make simple syrup, that's okay. You can buy it in the grocery store. It's right next to the margarita mix usually. It's only like $2. But this is just half sugar, half water in a bottle that's easy to put into your glass. So I'm gonna use a 1/4 ounce. You can use a 1/2 ounce if you have a sweet tooth. Go for it. Step 4, the step we've all been waiting for. This is where we are going to smash. So I am using a muddler. Again, anything that is going to be able to push all of these flavors together, that's gonna work. Just make sure you choose something that's not gonna break the glass. You are just gonna wanna get in there and put all of your feelings about having to wait in extra lines for groceries or for whiskey, for not being able to go to your favorite bars and restaurants at this time, or if you just wanna take the Hulk smash approach. This is your opportunity. Step 5, after you have felt your feelings, you're gonna add your tasty bourbon. Just 1.5 ounces will do. Pour it straight onto your mashy bits. And this is where you're gonna add the ice, pint glass full of ice. You can put especially the cocktail shaker, you can just put it right over the pint glass, turn it over, and so you know you've gotten it to at least enough of a shaking that you've got a condensation on the outside. This is actually quite cool to the touch. It smells great. If you're getting a cocktail shaker, go ahead and make sure it has a strainer. Either it comes with it or you can buy one separately. It fits right on top. You can also use our 2 pint glass method that we used in our first 2 cocktails. That's totally fine. But this is where you're gonna grab your serving glass that has magically appeared with ice, and you're gonna strain this right on top. Look at that. A few mint pieces might get in there, that's okay. But mostly what you want is that lemonade look to it. We're almost there, which means we need to add garnish. So this is where your pretty lemon circle comes in. Go ahead and have a slice in it so that it will sit on top of your glass. Take some of those mint sprigs that you did not use earlier, and you can stick those right at the side so that when you are smelling this cocktail, it's really good. Final step, you get to drink this. You made it. Cheers. What are you gonna do now? Well, I hope that you will subscribe to the channel so that you can get more cocktail videos, and definitely that whiskey school with Heather Green. We chose our first whiskey shelfie winner, and we are still looking for more. So if you take pictures of your whiskey shelf, especially if it has you or My Lemon Green in it, if you take pictures of your cocktails or your cocktail shakers, anything that shows you are having fun, we want to see it. Just make sure you tag My Lemon Green Whiskey or Whiskey Shelfie or Cocktail Creations. I hope to see you on the internet, but definitely next week. Cheers.
I love it when you say, I love it when you're moving with me.